I had 171 loans for 56 million. Goal for 2020, 200 loans, 65 million. And I'm going to jump right to my favorite mortgage coach tools. I love the combination of the sophistication of the data and the information that Mortgage Coach provides, coupled with the personal touch of the video. I just think that that creates a transparency that is unmatched out there, and it just makes our job so much easier.
Love it. So let's bring in Josh Metal, your challenging customer, and ring, ring.
Hi, Shannon. This is Josh Metal. I'm just curious what kind of interest rates you might have for a mortgage on a new home I'm looking at buying.
Hey, Josh. Thanks for calling. How'd you find me?
I actually was referred to you by a realtor at an open house, and unfortunately, I don't remember that realtor's name at this moment, but they did say that you were the best.
All good, all good. So you're looking to purchase a home at this point?
Correct.
Awesome. Well, tell me kind of your big picture goals and vision with getting the mortgage and a little bit more about what you're looking to do.
Well, I think what's most important for me is to keep my payment within the budget that I've decided with my wife. And so, I think it's really important that we get the lowest overall interest rate so that I can hit that payment. And, also we don't have 20% down. So I need to think through what the best loan would be if you have loans with less than 20% down.
Awesome. Awesome. So you are going to be buying a home and you're moving into this property. It will be a primary residence?
Yep. My family and I are moving in.
Awesome. All right. Well, the cool thing about our process and this really cool tool that I have is we can sit down, and once I learn a little bit more about what you're looking to do and what that price point looks like to really meet that payment goal for your family, we can show a bunch of different options and just make sure that there's clarity and that both you and your wife and your family are fully understanding and comfortable with how we move forward, and that we can agree on what that ultimate budget truly is. So tell me a little bit more. What's your tie to this area? What's your tie to Montana?
I love trout fishing and skiing, and so my family decided to move here.
Awesome. Awesome. And so with this home, and obviously it'll depend on the property you find, but do you know, is this a 2-year property, or is it kind of a long-term, or what stage are you guys at in life, and how long do you see yourself being in this property?
Well, kids are 8 and 10, so my guess is by the time they're moved out or we kick them out, we'll probably be ready for a new home. So I'd say 8 to 10 years is probably likely.
Awesome, awesome. Well, as I mentioned, I've got this software, and so we'll definitely talk about interest rate and strategy. But there's a couple of cool other strategies we can talk about with maybe a seller buy down or some different forms of mortgage insurance that are going to really allow you to get into that home with ease and keep some cash in your pocket and really hit that payment goal. And so I think if you are interested, let's just get into the application. That gives me the clarity that I need to be able to best advise you. And then we can jump back into that rate conversation and make sure we're on the same page with everything. How's that sound?
Okay, that sounds doable.
I love it. My quick thoughts are immediately you're going to see a commonality is that all of these pros divert away from the question into something else. And they all love to know where they were found. I'm guessing you want to know what marketing did I do that drove you to me, right? Because then you're looking at what your marketing ROI is and those pieces. Again, you drove to a bigger picture. I love that you said the cool thing about this process, very similar to Rick, is that word cool in front is that frame. Oh, the best part about this, the most exciting thing about this, what's really cool about this is it sets the frame of the conversation, which is, well, unfortunately, I'm going to have to ask you a few questions before I can answer that. Unfortunately, it creates a negative frame, but really the cool part creates a positive frame. That language is such a critical choice there. And I loved what you did. That was slick. You made yourself part of the purchasing team. You said, well, what we'll do is we'll get together. I'm going to show you the software. We'll run some numbers, and then together we can make a decision. It wasn't now you're on their side of the table instead of across the table just through your language. And I'm already feel like I'm with a pro. She's going to help me. She's a co-purchaser of this now. It's not just me. I've got an advisor. It's really cool. And then you drove to application, which gets you the data. So it was just masterful how simply you did that. Great job.